The court for a game of 2-on-2. Me and Mike versus James and his boy Big Blue. We headed off to Kevin's house right after school, cause he got that new lifetime basketball hoop. We came ready to play. We came ready to win and bring the trophy home that day. Big Blue said, you ain't bringing home that W. How you gonna score when I'm standing here in front of you? I grabbed the ball and I passed it into Mike. Mike caught the pass, fake left and went right. He drove through the lane and he threw it off the glass. I couldn't believe my eyes, he was running so fast. Caught the pass in mid-air, then he threw that boy down. Nobody could believe it, James fell over on the ground. He started crying, put his hands on his head. Then Big Blue looked at me and Mike and he said, why James crying? Cause he just got dunked on. I ain't even lying, yo, he just got dunked on. Yeah, he was standing in the way, so I jumped up in the air and I ducked it on his face. Why James crying? Cause he just got dunked on. I ain't even lying, yo, he just got dunked on. Yeah, he was standing in the way, so I jumped up in the air and I ducked it on his face. James was mad, I could see it in his eyes. James never gets dunked on and James don't ever cry. He stood up, beat his fist on his chest, looked at me and Mike and ran his thumb across his neck. He grabbed the ball, squared up to the hoop, took a hard right step, and then he slipped in dog poop. Me and Mike started laughing, and he deserved it too. For the rest of the day, we called him Captain Poopy Shoes. Then the ball bounced.
Welcome to the Vtown Showdown 2023 edition, live from the Eagles' Nest as the Vilonia Eagles take on the Bergman Panthers. Hello everyone, I'm Chad Hearn along with Austin Wader, Sam Jansky, Connor Hudgens, and Ben Duff. Guys, we are in the semifinals now of the Vtown Showdown. Eagles coming off a big win against the Lisa Academy Jaguars on Tuesday.
Yeah, they looked really good doing it. Had a little bit of a slow start, but were able to pick up the pace, and they were able to blow that game wide open, Sam.
Yeah, looked pretty good there second quarter on. First quarter, a little tight there. We let them penetrate, get some transition points.
Once we made them play half-court offense, it was an easy one for the Eagles. And
exactly.
Yep, 75-41 win for the Eagles. Lane Turner continued his scoring onslaught this season with 26 points. Had an unbelievable alley-oop from Cade Keller, who was from NBA three-point range.
I think he was by the V or the I, right by the coach's bench.
It up to Lane Turner, two-handed, went way up to get it. It was a thing of beauty. If you go watch Tuesday night's game, start about the 1 hour mark, and you will see several good plays in a row. The Lane Turner alley-oop. Deshaun Spence had an unbelievable dunk, a couple of near dunks for Josh Lawrence. It was late in the third, legs may have been gone.
Yeah, added some great highlight reels for the Eagles, to say the least.
Some great action there. Eagles come in 4-2, going up against the 3A Region 1 Bergman Panthers. They come in 14-2. They played 16 ball games already, been playing since August, October. Their last win over Paragould in the first round of the Vtown Showdown on Tuesday night.
Yeah, and that got to watch that game. There was a lot of good defense from this Bergman roster, but also Paragould hit a ton of deep threes on them to keep them in that game, really. So credit to that Bergman defense. They might cause some issues for the Eagles early on, especially with some size they have down low.
Yeah, the only problem that I saw in that game is they go 5 guys, maybe a 6 to give somebody a breather. They don't have a bench. So if we could get them in foul trouble or just I think we need to run and gun, right? Get them tired. Hopefully, if it's close the first half, they'll start wearing down the second half, and we'll maybe be able to separate ourselves.
Yep.
Do you know who those 5 were? They've got a 6'7" junior, Sawyer Schubert. They've got a 6'5" senior, Caden Ponder. They've got several 6', 6'1" guys. So I'm not really sure who their starters are. We'll all find out together. Bergman coming off a 38-6 season 12-0 in conference play last year, losing to Manila in the 3A state championship in overtime.
Yeah, so I don't know, and I think you said, Sam, what, 4 out of the 5 starters from that team last year were seniors?
Yeah, they are no longer on the team, but it's still a good team, well coached, and you can tell they'll get in a half-court set, and they're very disciplined. So I don't think they're going to allow us to rush them. They're going to set up in their half-court offense.
Yeah, they had a lot of great looks on the inside. If you watch that game, they had a lot of great sets going inside and just really great sets. So, yeah, that's going to be some cause some issues made for the Eagle defense tonight.
Yep, and this is the first time these two teams have met in basketball. And we're going to talk a little bit about the boys bracket for the first time tonight. The winner of this game will play Bryant on Saturday night on the last game of the Vtown Showdown, 7:30, 8:30-ish, somewhere in there. And the loser of the game will play Van Buren in the 4:45 game on Saturday. So either way, we play Bryant, a really tough opponent out of 6A, or a good Van Buren team. A lot of the same guys we saw here last year with that miracle three-pointer by Jones White in the corner to win the game.
Yeah, I mean, either way, you're going to get a fun matchup. Would prefer the Bryant one. Yeah, would prefer the Bryant one, but either way, it's going to be a tough matchup for the Eagles. Van Buren, a very good coach team like we talked about. That Bryant team, that's a talented roster.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be some great semifinal and consolation third-place games Saturday here at the Nest.
And then on the other side of the bracket, you've got Paragould playing Clinton at 1:45.
That'll be a good game, actually.
Yeah, it should be.
And you'll have Lisa Academy North playing Valley View in the 11:15 game. That'll be the first game of the day on Saturday. The Eagles come in scoring, I believe their average this season is significantly higher than last year, 63 points per game. They're again, we talked about this in the girls game, points in the paint, 33.7 points per game from the paint, 31 rebounds per game, 9 offensive rebounds per game, 8.3 steals per game. So some good stats already here.
Do you have, what are we giving up per game? I know that defense is preached. Last year, I know we were in the 40s on giving up points.
51 points against.
Still not bad. I mean,
but I mean, we're running more in transition this year, I'd say, than last year. We're getting out in transition more, getting a lot of easy, fast break opportunities, and also more balanced scoring equals more guys getting able to get in transition and get a lot more points.
Right.
Yeah, and whereas the girls' average points for, points against was really wide last year, theirs is really narrow.
Yeah.
The gap is wider here for the boys on their side, whereas last year, their points, the points they gave up was more. Again, though, the girls this year, the competition they've seen so far.
And they're going to add another one on Saturday to that. So
that's right. Girls will come play Nettleton
that average,
on Saturday.
That will come way down. They get into conference play because you're not going to see that caliber of teams until tournaments.
Lane Turner comes into the game averaging 16.8 points per game. Deshaun Spence 16.3 points per game. Josh Lawrence 11.3 points per game, and Ethan Dietz 10.2. So a good wide swath there of double-digit scorers. Cade Keller coming in there with 3.7 points per game. He's the last 2 games for Cade Keller
playing
a vast improvement.
Playing great, distributing the basketball, getting it to wide open guys for great looks.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's a tough spot coming in, replacing Jones White in that point guard position.
For sure.
Seeing some competition, but last 2 games he's looked really good. We'll see how he does tonight. All right, we're going to throw it to PA announcer Daniel Hudgens. Pretty sure he's going to have both the Bergman Panthers starting lineup and the Vilonia Eagles starting lineup. So we will throw it to him and come back for the Panthers and the Eagles. Vtown Showdown.
Basketball fans, this time for our final game of the evening between the Bergman Panthers and your Vilonia Eagles. It's time for the starting lineup. First for the visitors from Bergman.
At 6 foot, a senior, number 4, Bryson Bauer. At 6 foot, a junior, number 10, Zion Fultz. At 6 foot, a junior, number 11, Dylan Friend. At 6'5", a senior, number 23, Caden Ponder. And at 6'7", a junior, number 40, Sawyer Schubert. And now these are the starting lineups for your Vilonia Eagles. At guard, a 6-foot junior, number 3, Cade Keller. At forward, a 6'5 junior, number 25, Lane Turner. At forward, a 6'7 senior, number 20, Ethan Dietz. At forward, a 6'6 senior, number 22, Deshaun Spence. And at guard, a 6-foot senior, number 10, Josh Lawrence.
Kind of got that backwards.
All right, so we've got our starters out. A good clarification out on the chat. 4 of 5 starters return for the Bergman Panthers.
Sam, you are our source, Sam. What happened there?
I just had it backwards, guys. Dyslexia. But anyway,
That's a pretty big discrepancy.
I'll tell you what, then they should be right back there in the
you
3A. They should be there again. Hope to see them in the state championship game of the 3A.
Yeah, big thank you for the clarification on that. Apparently, we got to double check this man's sources for it.
I just had it backwards. 4 or 5 are here, not 4 or 5 have left.
A thank you, I'm assuming, to a Bergman Panther fan. I am excited for this game. I think it's going to be a great matchup between the Panthers and the Eagles.
And like I said, Bergman plays some great defense. They have a lot of length on that at the top of the key there, and that caused some issues for Paragould. I wonder if you'll see the same for the Eagles, because they played a kind of a tough zone to start the game against Lisa Academy on Tuesday night, Sam.
Yeah, they did. And I don't know. We'll have to see what Bergman comes out as.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume they're gonna probably play zone. Man, you're more prone to foul, and you only got 5 guys that you really go, and maybe a 6 coming off the bench, maybe. So we'll see.
Not sure. We got a spillage situation. Oh, it looks like a
Spillage or another leak.
ice cream cup or something
I'm
got spilled.
I'm gonna hope it's that, and we don't have to worry about a leak or anything.
I can see the blue. I'm not sure why all those fans that probably caused the spill sits there and watches administration clean it up. Coach Jeremy Simon on the scene now, making sure it's not sticky.
Yep. Perfect timing on the music. Yep.
Way to go, Kyle. Good job.
Yep.
All right,
Man, they're messing up our mojo here. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get it going.
The stoppage.
We got through that fourth quarter kind of fast for the girls' game, and we have this to start it. There we go.
It's 8:54. Let's go. Come on. Past my bedtime.
Man to man.
Eagles look to be in a 2-3 zone.
Kind of
no?
Man to man.
It's hard to tell.
It's not man to man.
It's kind of a matchup zone.
Yeah.
I think a 1-2-2.
Seeing great rotation at the top of the key there. You're seeing that. It's a great job for the
I
Eagles.
think they're playing a box and one, guys.
Maybe, obviously, probably for the big man Schubert, probably.
Cade Keller gets the rebound. Dietz.
Kind of unique pass there.
Yeah. Hard to tell what that was, but I think it's some kind of a box or maybe what do they call that?
Oh, my goodness gracious! Cade Keller with another alley-oop to Deshaun Spence this time.
He's got it down.
Statement dunk.
I think that's how you start a game, guys. I think that's how you start a game.
Wow.
Wow!
Oh, my goodness.
The ferocity of the dunk alone That ought to get your blood pumping. And then Lane Turner from the corner.
Man, quick start.
Eagles did not come to mess around tonight. Spence with the rebound. Eagles on the move. Keller drives, shot up, almost
man.
got the friendly roll.
Way to poke it loose there.
Turnover by the Panthers, 5-2 lead. Eagles come out firing on all cylinders.
And we talked about the length of this Bergman team maybe causing a bit of issues.
Eats from the corner.
Looking good right now, guys. Coming out hot.
Yeah, great start, great start. Getting that corner going, had an alley-oop. I mean, they're feeling good right now.
Making Bergman take some quick shots. I mean, they're a good three-point team.
That's number 11, Dylan Friend. Not shy about firing up the three. Spence goes up against the 6'7" Schubert and scores.
Not afraid to go right at him, Sam.
Oh, and Lawrence is right there to clean it up if it wasn't made, but wow. Attacking the rim. I'd like to see it. And you look, he's told him tonight, you got to run them off that three-point line. That's what they're three-point specialists. Do not let them hang around with three-pointers.
Good defense there.
Panthers not able to replicate the alley-oop. Lawrence thought about it. Jump shot, floater, good.
Wow, what a shooting start.
Yeah.
And they need a timeout already.
Man.
Wow.
Eagles jump out to a 12-2 lead. 5 minutes remaining here in this first period. Connor, talk about some of our sponsors.
Yes, let's talk about our tournament sponsors, Santa Cecilia and Eagle Granite Marble, along with Beaver Bailey Construction, Vilonia Family Dental Care, Ride Out with Casey Martin, Chambers Bank, Simon Roofing Restoration, as well as Sims Electric. And our Vtown Showdown this year is presented by DNA Construction. Thank you to all of our tournament sponsors this year. Help get this thing going and keep it moving year after year.
Yeah, big thank you to our Vtown Showdown sponsors. Because of them, we've had some great hospitality rooms this week for our coaches, players, officials, volunteers. Everybody's getting fed well. We have some nice prizes or gifts for our visiting coaches that come into the Vtown Showdown.
I want to be a coach.
I don't think my heart could take it.
I was about to say, yeah, I'm curious what Sam would be like as a coach, though.
My future's so bright, I got to wear shades.
Eagles fortunate.
Very fortunate that was not a
Not an easy two-pointer. Fortunate it wasn't a foul, and fortunate they get to reset and defend. The Eagles' length and athleticism disrupting the 3A Panthers here tonight so far.
Yeah, making them take some tough shots. Probably that they're not going to see a lot of teams like this Vilonia team in the 3A, so this is great for them. Get them ready for the season and for state, of course. They're going to be there.
And guys, their margin of loss between two games is only 3 points. So
could be 16-0. Very easy, yes.
Yeah, it came in 14-2. Crazy that they've already played 16 games.
Yeah.
Eagles have only played 6. Guess there's no football at Bergman. They get right into it.
That's right.
Bergman girls also have a really good basketball team. And that's Sawyer Schubert on the offensive foul.
Good size,
not the
6'7".
offensive foul. Yeah, on the offensive rebound, gets the foul and goes to the free throw line.
You know, they got 6'7", 6'5", a couple guys that are around 6 foot.
Right.
A good sized team for a small 3A for the 3A classification. I mean,
that probably explains the 14-2 start and what was it, 38-6 last year. That explains why having this kind of size on that team.
you're going to beat a lot of teams in 3A if you have somebody over 6'5", and they got two of them.
And they'll have him next year, too, just a junior, as Schubert goes 2 for 2 on that free throw trip. Last possession was a turnover. Let's see if the Eagles can continue the scoring here. They haven't missed many buckets tonight. Lane Turner from the corner.
Oh,
bang!
man.
I mean, he is just.
That corner has been so kind to him this year.
Loves the corner.
Turner comes in shooting 56% from three-point land so far this
Start
season.
calling him the coffin corner kid.
I'm curious what he's shooting just from the that corner alone this year.
Yep.
He's hit a lot of them from that corner.
How many times has the Eagles driven the shot clock all the way down for the Panthers?
Yeah.
They've been shooting it several times at the buzzer.
Got a
They're going
foul
to get
there,
Spence on that one.
Man.
And with the amount of height they have on the team, we don't need picking up any early foul trouble.
No, for sure.
As Dietz and Spence do both have one foul
I mean,
here.
that would be the equalizer. We don't go super deep either, so we get in foul trouble. It's a pretty even matchup. Oh, he missed the opportunity there.
Not really. I mean, they scored, Sam.
That's Dylan Friend, makes it a 15-6 ball game. The Eagles came out firing. Things have kind of slowed down a little bit. Ethan Dietz draws the foul. Got some new kicks on tonight. I don't remember the yellow kicks.
You know, he wanted to change it up.
He's definitely bright.
I like it. Sunshine. We need it on this cold, rainy day, which has felt like 73 hours long. Ethan Dietz to the line, fouled by Sawyer Schubert. He hits on the first.
And maybe he's got one foul, or maybe we look to go inside. If they look to keep him in the game, we try to attack Schubert, get him a second foul early on maybe.
Oh, that would be, would not be good for Bergman.
Like talk about, because they go 5, maybe 6 deep, so maybe 1 off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I saw the other night, and it was a close game, and they were not going any deeper than that.
That's Dylan Friend from the corner.
Good look, too,
Lots
man.
of Panthers there for the offensive rebound. Stolen by Cade Keller. Eagles have numbers. Number 4, Bryson Bauer, too aggressive there. Gets called for the foul. 2 team fouls now for both teams.
Oh, we thought about it for Spence there on a lob.
Yeah, he wasn't there. Good, no look.
And they're going inside. Spence double teamed. Still almost gets the shot. 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Eagles have looked really good here tonight. Good defense by Dietz, yes.
Great defense.
Well defended. Sawyer Schubert. Lawrence wide open. Spence tried to get the rebound, loses the handle.
Almost took it out of his hand. Couldn't hang on to it.
And when we talk about this, kind of after the really good start, where I think it was a 12-2 start, it's kind of just slowed down a little bit here, which is kind of what Bergman wants if they want to keep it in this game.
Well, and to be fair, if they're playing 5 or 6 and we're playing 5 or 6,
yeah, I mean, it makes sense why you'd want to go a little bit slower. Kind of like the reason we talked about with the girls have more of a